These are a brand new set of TUX mats, and today we're going to be installing them in my 2024 Subaru WRX RS.
Before we get into it, let's talk about what TUX mats are. They are an all-weather floor mat manufactured from a Canadian company based in Toronto, and they are an alternative option to companies like WeatherTech or Husky. And later on, I'll tell you some reasons why I went with TUX mats over its competition.
The one cool thing about the TUX mat box is that you could actually make it into a little cardboard car. As you can see, you can scan your QR code and build this little Jeep looking thing. Sort of has a Jeep front end, off-roady tires, and also the spare in the back. And then when you open it up, there are interior parts. You can see your tachometer there and also your gear selector. Now I've laid out everything in the box here. So we have the driver side mat, the passenger side mat, and of course the rear mat. And it also comes with this neat looking bag, which I think has a bunch of installation components. Okay, so what we have here are a bunch of clips. So there's two bags. This clip type, I think, goes into, it's like a Velcro type, which you stick this side to your actual trim inside your car, and then this clips to where your mat is. And then this clip type is a friction fit type. So you connect your mat here, and then you kind of tuck this under the plastic bits of your trim inside the car. And I'll probably use these ones just because I'm not a huge fan of sticking stuff onto my car, just in case I replace these or want to get rid of them. These ones are probably the easier way to go. All right, so now installing the mat, it's not rocket science. Obviously, you just slide it in. And you might need to loosen it up or kind of bend it a certain way just because they're sort of folded from being packed in a box. As you can see, they should be a pretty close fit and finish to cover your carpet. Now, the most important thing is to make sure your pedal travel can be completely achieved. So, pushing the clutch, looks all right, brake, and of course the gas. Now that we have the mat in place, it's not completely installed yet. You can see parts of it lifting up here, here, and back here. And the way that we secure it is through those clips I showed you earlier. All right, so I got the friction clips, the ones with no Velcro, and it's pretty simple. You just slide it underneath your plastic trim, and then you clip it to the mat itself. So that part is no longer lifting. I'll add one more here, just because this is a high impact zone as you go in and out of your car. I wanna make sure it's 100% secure. And a couple here. As you can see, it is a pretty tight fit, and it should be okay, but just because we want to make sure everything doesn't move, we'll add a couple more up here. One there, and then one more here. And this is the final product of the driver's side mat. The exact same procedure applies to the passenger side, minus the pedals, of course. That looks good. So two clips by the transmission tunnel. And two more by the door sill. Looking great. Here is the fit and finish of the passenger side mat. Now for the rear mat, this one is a little bit more challenging just because of its size, but it's it's not too bad. So again, just like the front mats, you try to sit it in a good amount. The extensions of the mat should not impede on the seat rails, so make sure of that. And pro tip, move both of your front seats as far up as possible to give you as much working space. And now, the awesome thing about these mats is that they're actually designed on this side to kind of go underneath your rear seat bench. Before I install the clips, I'll show you how that coverage is underneath the seat bench. You can see it tucks right along it the whole way through. This coverage is second to none, honestly. So for the rear clips, I just put one by the door sill and then one close to the seat bench there. And I matched that on the other side. But otherwise, I didn't feel like I needed to put anything here. It tucks in kind of under the plastic there, so no issues. Oh, I gotta take this off. Satisfying. Okay, let's put on a super glue or something. I'll do it later. This is the end product of the rear mat. And look at that. It's almost a replacement of your carpet, the amount of coverage it provides. I want to bring up some reasons why I went with TUX mats compared to any other mat. And the first one is, of course, coverage. The coverage is second to none. Like I said earlier, these mats are almost like replacements of your carpet. It just covers so much of your carpet, you don't see any of it, honestly. The second reason why is the looks. The way that these look makes the interior feel more upscale, looks more cleaner, and honestly, the color of the mat just blends well with the OEM plastic color. And yeah, it just finishes it off very nicely. And the third reason why is, of course, the price. These came out to around $276 Canadian fully shipped, and WeatherTech's would have been around $312. And comparing the two in terms of the looks, the coverage, these went out by a long margin. So that is my installation and review of the TUX mats. We'll see how they hold up in the winter, but for now, I'll enjoy them during the summer and warm seasons, and then maybe give you guys an updated review later on, maybe in December or January. But anyways, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.